The following program may be habit-forming and may contain scenes of a graphic nature. Parental guidance suggested.
Live from the Pickleball Anytime studio, it's the Tin Man Show, sponsored by Pickleball Anytime, the fastest way to make your very own pickleball court on any hard surface. And Itch Be Gone. For those tough-to-scratch places, it's Itch Be Gone. And now, introducing your host, David G., the Tin Man.
Shit, I hate to say that now. You know that? I hate to say hola now. It's ruined. Hola's ruined for me. Done. Done with hola. Let me give you two guesses why. Wears a hat and's a moron. Just ruined that whole thing for me. So let me just say, happy Sunday night. Wrapping up Father's Day 2025. And thank you all for joining me. Just got back from dinner and I feel like shit. Had those clams, those fat ass clams, the real ones, not the Swanson and shit. I'm talking about those real ones, the fat belly clams with the tartar sauce. Oh, great going in. Now they're sitting in my belly. Had a really good day though. Good Father's Day at the beach. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm really glad you came with me. You know, I never think anybody's going to show up on Father's Day on Sunday at 12 o'clock. But, thank God for the family, man. At least I wasn't alone. My kids aren't here. Kind of tough, A lot of people, though, wish me happy Father's Day, and some didn't. And just think, like I was saying earlier, every holiday, I go through my list of friends. Mother's Day, let's say. Happy Mother's Day to every one of my female mother friends. Even if they're not a mother, I wish them happy Mother's Day, just because it's a fucking holiday, right? Whoa. Did I curse? For some reason, I don't get that back. Kind of bothers me. Now I'm starting to say to myself, you know what? I hate to be like that. But it's hurtful. So just think about that with your own friends. People that just because they're not your dad doesn't mean you can't wish them a happy freaking Father's Day. You know what I mean? I'll tell you, I played so much music today, I'm surprised I didn't get shut down or blocked. I didn't even get blocked. I think I figured it out. You just can't play the whole song. Can't beat that. Anyway, I tried to get a hold of Andrea. She's with her family. So I figured, you know what? I just got home. Let me just, I promised you guys I'd come on. And it's not even about me. I could have just laid down, watched a movie, whatever. But I know the family wants to get together. I think one night I'm just going to hit the switch And you guys can talk to each other. Not just let the music play and you guys can talk. I come here tonight with no material but clams, baby. Fried clams. That's it. You know? I had a friend call me today, right? Crying. I'm like, what's the matter? I'm thinking the worst, right?
Can fan sent $3. Happy Father's Day. We love you.
Thank you so much. I love those $3 donations because they don't come with songs and they don't throw off the whole rotation of the show. You know what I mean? The whole flow. But the songs are good too. You know what I like when they play those, I like when our friends from England play those English tunes. Some of those donos with the crazy shit. It's fun. I got used to it. I used to get mad about it, but it gives me a chance to get up and have a smoke, so it's not so bad. Anyway, let's take the roll call real quick. See the family that showed up tonight. I see the ultimate wrench is here, Dena. I was telling you guys yesterday, she's in demand. You know, when you're starting a channel and you're drafting people, I got like Michael Jordan of wrenches here. She's like a high-level draft pick, Dena. You know that? I didn't know that. Very valuable player, MVP. Love you, D. Jen, another ultimate player. You draft her, you got yourself something special also. Now Barry's got himself something special. He's a lucky man. Tell you that right now. Lane. Hi, Laney. I guess it's Laney. Welcome to the family. Again, if I hadn't done it already, say hello to your new family members. It's like a content house without the house. Go find a room for yourself, a bunk bed, put your stuff on it, and welcome to the house. Robot Andy's back. Wow, see? What did I tell you, Robot?
Steve and Maggie sent $5.
It's Steve and Maggie. Wow, English TV.
Oh, hello, boys and girls. Oh, sorry, but I love chocolate. Do you? Well, hey, look. It's party time. Look at all this party food. It's so delicious. Oh, we've got chocolate chip cookies. Oh, cupcakes. Oh, donuts. Oh, donuts. Donuts. And muffins. Oh, I love muffins. And a big chocolate cake. Oh, wow.
Oh, Steve, what are you doing?
I wasn't eating the chocolate cake.
Yes, you were. Don't eat the party food. Now go and sort out the balloons.
Okay, Maggie. I'm going now.
Steve?
Fine. I'll have one later.
Naughty. Right, I'll put away this party food, starting with the chocolate cake. Yeah!
All that party food? I only wanted one muffin. Maggie's so bossy. Oh, hey, look at that. That gives me an idea.
That must be from like a little kid show in England or something, I guess. Never heard of them, but it's good. Makes me want dessert because I didn't have dessert yet tonight. Well, oh no.
Chuckles the Clown sent $5.
Go get him, Chuckles. Oh, Jesus. Oh no. Yeah. Have some clams, bro. Oh, yeah. I don't even need that. Holy shit. shit. Look what I started, guys. Oh my God. Oh God. That's what this show's become. You know, when I was first introduced to IRL on the other stream, we don't mention names anymore. I was taught, don't mention names. I remember these flatulent donos, and I would kind of laugh at it, you know? I thought it was funny back then. Now it's like, now that it's coming at me, I'm like, oh boy. What did I sign up for? All right, let's keep going. We said hello to Robot, Dena, Robot, Lena, Donnie, Jennifer, Robot, Dena, Matthew Nichols. What's up, Wrench Boy? Love you, kid, man. We missed you. Matthew Nichols. Always a good night when he's here. I know I'm protected. Yeah. Marianne in the house. Our favorite Name That Tune girl. Hi, Marianne. Love you. Welcome to the family, baby. James Ottawa. Buddy East Coast sent me. Buddy East Coast. You know, it's funny. When I got home, I saw Buddy was live, and it said, sub up to Tan Man. Thank you, buddy. It's really nice of you, man. I'm going to definitely come on your show real soon, all right, brother? I'm not going to leave you hanging, I promise. It'll be fun talking to your people. I'll look forward to that. Welcome, James. What else? Rizzer, the Rush fan, is in the house. He's family. Always a good night when Rizzer's here. And then you got the beautiful T-Ray. Nothing like having good-looking family members. Oh, shit.
Canland sent $5.
Oof. That was a tough one. I got to be honest with you. These people should have their own stream, you know? People sending this stuff, they should really have their own stream and just play this stuff the whole time. I'm sure a lot of people would enjoy it. You know that? I see we have our boy P-Matt 2112. Got his own stream named after his ass. Congratulations. Oh, shit.
Chuckles the Clown sent $5.
Matthew Nichols, human man. I know him. Oh, here we go. See, I like this. It's creative. Holy shit. So glad I came on tonight. So glad I came on. The clown always wins. Isn't it funny how the clown donates, but well, I'm not going to say anything. I brought this shit up today at the beach. I shouldn't have. I hate to bring it up. It was Father's Day. Just wanted to get a little appreciation from the fans. And this is what I get. It's all good. Let's see. Who else we got? Oh my God. I'm off my game now. Marianne. Hey, look, Marianne, as long as you didn't, click off yet, that's good. But, I got to be honest with you. I'm a little disappointed in TK today. You know, I'm the opening act for the guy. And then he comes on. You got the headliner coming on during the opening act. Who does that? It's almost like if he came on. No shit.
Toilet emoji, plunger emoji, sent $5.
Hey, at least Dena's laughing. As long as Dena's laughing, it's all good. Dena, I don't know if you're listening at the beach, but Bart called in. Yeah? Old Barty boy called in. He was going to show up at the beach, but we didn't know how long you were going to be there. Gave you 3.5 hours today at the beach. I only got shut down once. That was good. Love you, Matthew. Thank you. And played a lot of music today. Tell you that. Yeah, Riz, what did we say at the beach today? Oh, I was talking about TK. Yeah, I mean, I didn't think it was right that he went on when I was on and pulling all my people away. You know, I'm sitting here, I'm working. All of a sudden, this guy comes on, the headliner, and boom, everybody leaves to see TK in the woods in Maine. Always say I wouldn't go on when he's on. You know, I don't want to do that to him. I don't even like to go in his chat when he's on. Take away the focus of what he's talking about, you know. Anyway, it's all good. It's just live streaming bullshit, you know what I mean? Bart, not meant to be. Dena is moving on from Bart, really? Shit. You didn't even get here yet. I hope you're still going to meet him when you come. I'll be there for that. So somebody, you know, I'm getting a lot of advice on how to, like, you know, get the numbers up for all of us. I mean, wouldn't it be cool if there was 1,000 people watching, but you guys were the only ones in chat? I mean, I got a lot of friends that are watching this.
Power off. That
aren't in the chat. I know that because they call me and they're like, dude, are you going on tonight? I'm like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, hey, you going on? Like, why? What's up with the guy with the hat? What happened to him? Is he threatening you? I'm like, no, we're good. I got so many people that are like, they'll just fucking fly down here. I like one friend that called me right after the show ended. Good friend of mine, Michael the Cat Lella. Yeah. Here's a guy that when I was a kid, I was telling you, he used to drive by my house. We all used to hang out outside. He'd drive by in his white convertible Vet. And back then, that car was badass. He was a senior. I was probably a freshman or a sophomore in high school. And when this guy came by, he'd stop. And he was, you know, this is right when Bruce Lee became real popular back then. A lot of the people in my development, all of a sudden, everybody taking karate class. People are giving karate lessons. Everybody knows karate now because of Bruce Lee. Really, that's back then, man. He started something real. I was on the wrestling team. But this guy really started a lot of people in the kung fu shit. Everybody was kung fu fighting. I mean, these guys would go to bars just to kick people's ass. You know, like a gang of kung fu guys trying out the shit they were practicing all day with the nunchucks. Oh, yeah, I remember that. But this guy, Mike the Cat, he took a liking to me. And I was protected under his wing. He used to come over, say hello to me specifically, ask me if I had any problems. I'd be like, nah, I'm good. And then later on in life, we reconnected. And he's like a brother to me. And, you know, we lived together. I had an apartment. I think him and his wife separated from his wife. He needed a place. He came, he stayed with me. He used to cook for me. It was great. I had my own chef. This guy loved to cook. Problem was he used a lot of oil. You know what I mean? And we go out and, you know, I told you about my wedding business I had back then. He'd come with me to the weddings and, you know, I'd hook up with a bridesmaid and he'd take the car home and come back and pick me up the next morning at the hotel, whatever happened. He could tell you a lot of great stories. But we had a lot of good times together. And then he moved to North Carolina. And I didn't hear from him for a while. A couple of years. And boom, out of the blue, he just called me right as we hung up from the stream today. Man, I would have loved to have put him on the phone and just been like, dude, tell these people who the Tan Man is. There are people that can vouch for me. There was a girl that came on at the end of the stream today. Her name's Marta. Good friend of mine. She lives in Long Beach. And, you know, she used to come to Florida to visit some friends. I met her at the pool. We became instant friends. And we had a lot of laughs together. And, you know, she went to a lot of boyfriends that I had to, like, you know, shut down for her. You know? Don't ask me how, but if you guys ever have a problem with men, I always said I'll screen them for you. You know? But he isn't into me, or would he have texted me? It's all good. I'm going to meet the Tan Man, Jennifer, Aunt B, Andrea, and so on, all good. Oh, you're going to meet Bart, too. I know he wants to meet you. Bart's busy. He's a busy guy. He's got a lot going on. Trust me. Bart's got a lot going on. And you know what, D? It's never too late. Who said that? It's never too late for love. I think that was... Is it too late for love, D? Is it too late for love? I think it was Def Leppard that said that.
Too late for love. Too late. Too late. Too late. Too late. The boys are dancing. Girls go hand in hand.
You know what's messed up about me right now? I dream about live streaming. I swear to you, I do. I'm like live streaming in my sleep. You know what's weird about dreams? Any of you guys ever... I appear in any of your dreams? You guys appear in my dreams. It's sick. I mean, you guys are looking at me so much, I'm like embedded in your freaking mind at this point. Just like other live streamers, not just me. But you know, I'm the only one on the screen right now. You know what's weird about dreams? Just think about, like, having Alzheimer's. Imagine having Alzheimer's and you don't remember anything about your life. Okay, so you had this whole life and all of a sudden you get Alzheimer's and you don't remember shit. Now, you ever, like, dream and you're in these dreams, right? And a great dream. And all of a sudden you wake up, you gotta pee, whatever. And you just forgot everything that just happened and you're trying to get it back. And you can't remember a freaking thing that just happened and I got like a whole nother life in my dreams. No, Rizzer, you haven't been in my dream. Trust me. You're one person who has not been in my dreams. It's just, I don't know, it's just... Dreams are weird, man. I meet people in my dreams that I never met before. It's like a whole nother life. I came back to the beach, from the beach today. I took a little nap. I just laid on the bed, straight up, head straight up. I didn't want to, you know, get all under the covers and stuff, get comfortable. I just shut my eyes and I woke myself up with a snore. You ever do that? You ever wake yourself up by snoring? I heard myself snore and I woke up. Freaky shit. Hey, Dena, it's never too late. Never too late for love, baby. Trust me. I'll find love again, too. I know it. I know I will. I feel it. You never know what's around the next corner. It's the way life is. So anyway, I was telling you how a friend of mine called, and she was hysterical crying. It's like, what's the matter? And it turns out that she has to go to Chicago tomorrow. And she was showing me what's happening in Chicago. She's like, you see what's going on in Chicago? I'm like, no, what's going on in Chicago? I just came from the beach. You know? They're having these No Kings parade. No Kings. Now, I wasn't sure what that was. I was like, what do you mean no kings? No Rodney King, no Martin Luther King? No. They're anti-Trump parades. No King Trump. MAGA. And she sent me a picture. What's going on in Chicago? Right outside where she has to be. And, you know, these people are protesting right outside like where she has to be tomorrow. And she's all nervous about it. Nervous as shit. Taurus goes to bed to get her beauty rest. I go to bed to go to my next life. You know, it's funny. If you just, you know, look, I already told you guys that I died and went to heaven and came back. I don't do drugs anymore because of that. But imagine if you just sleep and you're in this dream and the dream never ends. And it's a good dream. I think that would be pretty cool. The world is a crazy place right now, Rizzer. Would you say so? I'll tell you, I watched that movie last night, the new Mission Impossible movie. Oof. Now that's some scary shit. If you could follow along with what's going on with that movie, which I watched all the movies, so I really knew. You know, Tom Cruise saves the world and shit. And, you know, it was a long-ass movie, too. It's like, I was just like, yo, when's this going to end already? You know, plane chases, underwater scenes with submarines. You wish you could interpret the dreams? I recommend the Tom Cruise movie, though. I thought it was really good. You know? If you guys watch those series, the Mission Impossible stuff, this was a good one. You know, I can't believe he did those stunts, you know, on his own with that. Some serious shit. I'm sure he practiced, you know, a lot, but... You know, some stuff on the planes, man, where he's climbing into the plane, and definitely him. I mean, his hair, unless they got the wind tunnel going, you know. There's just some scenes, though, where he's running after cars and shit. Nobody can run that fast. Unless you're fucking Superman, you know what I mean? That's the unrealistic shit. The guy never runs out of breath. You know, it's a little... Never seen the Mission Impossible movie, believe it or not. Dena, you know what? You watch it from the beginning, it's like a whole series. Shit, it'll give you something to do all day. They're really good. If you like action movies, I love action movies, you know. I'm not into, you know. So anyway, I hope people weren't alone today for Father's Day, you know. My dad's gone. Been gone almost 20 years already. I thought about him today. Leafa King, what's up, brother? You like the first Mission Impossible? You know, Tom Cruise, he's like the rooster. You know what I mean? You know that song, The Rooster? Can't snuff the rooster?
Yeah, they come to snuff the rooster. Yeah, here come the rooster. Yeah, you know he ain't gonna die.
I love when Dena says, please click the like button. I don't know. What should I call this stream? They're saying, hey, get a good title on the stream, you know? That's the key, because when people are looking at videos on YouTube and it comes across their algorithm, if they like the title, they'll click on it. What should we call it? I already used G-string, Father's Day G-string radio. Maybe I'd call it Fart Man. Name it after Matthew Nichols. Anybody want to come up with a title for me? Let me see. What do you guys got? You got anything for this one? What would make them click on it? Come on, guys. Help me out here. Tan Father's Day. Who the hell's going to click on that? Nobody cares. They want something good, man. Not your TM. I mean, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even have to be real. Just get them to click. Clickbait, they said. Come on, Jen, you're a publicist. What should I call this? Nothingness with the Tan Man? Call it sex. I'll call it T-Ray. Put her picture right on the thumbnail. I bet you I get all kinds of clicks. In search of dull moments. There you go, bro. Hey, your video got a couple of 100 views, man. P. Matt, I put you on there with the Rush thing, 2112. Worked. It's Sunday night, 9:45. Well, my cell's got 3% left, so gonna say goodnight, friend. Bill's not feeling well today. Breathing problems pretty much all day. Stay safe. Okay, we love you, Taurus. As always, we're praying for Bill. Tell him, you know, he's no good till you're dead. You know what I'm saying? Money can wait. You can always make money. You know? You can always make money, Taurus. He's got to take care of himself. You know? Father's Day was great, Matt Nichols. Happy for you, kid. Glad to hear that. There you go, baby. Tan Reckoning. I like that. Advice from Tan Man. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. I need something. I don't know. Take a look at YouTube and look at some other titles. I need some ideas. Guys, help me here. It's a family show. We need some new blood, remember? Like the vampire over there. We need new blood. We gotta find Dena a man. Need new men. I would tell all my friends, bro, come on the chat. Meet all these girls. I got all these beautiful girls out here. You gotta come on the chat. Who's gonna call in? We lost all our callers to the hat show. We lost the clown chair. See how I'm not mentioning names anymore? And we lost the clown chair. And we lost the power washer. Gonzo. Sexy Jews. I like that. Sexy Jews. I don't know if he left. Who cares? Same shit, different question. You know what I mean? It's all about the money, baby. I forgot about Cali Girl. Wonder who she's watching tonight. She's fact-finding somewhere, I'm sure. I wonder where Goo is tonight. She must be fact-finding somewhere, I bet. She's into the freak show. You know, like somebody was saying to me, Dave, listen, you know how many people are live streaming? You're lucky to have the people you have with you. You know, if you're enjoying it and you love the people, just stay with it, man. Not about the numbers, it's about the people. So we got a good group. You know, I say that every night. But you know, there's people all over the dial here. Anybody can live stream shit. I said that a minute ago. Just keep being you. Okay, I'll just keep being me. Show up with no material. I mean, what kind of material do I need anyway? You know what I mean? All I have is my music. You know, it was funny today because Taurus like, is every girl in Florida a Barbie doll, good-looking girl? Hey, Shelly, what's up, baby? It's all good. Just glad you're here. You know, she's like, hey, is every girl in Florida beautiful? And then I just turn the camera and then you see the other side of Florida.
Oh, you gonna take me home tonight? Oh, down beside that red firelight. Oh, you gonna let it all hang out? Fat bottom girls, you make the rockin' world go round.
Maybe we should just call the stream Fat Bottom Girls tonight. That's a good one. I don't know if anybody's going to click on that. Clickbait, they say. I'm like, clickbait? I didn't even know what that meant. And then I'm like, oh, I get you. Clickbait, like it's like fishing. It's like you're fishing with your titles. So when people see it, they're like, oh, I want to see that. Maybe we should just be like, free shit. Free giveaway. Oh, what's this? You're giving away shit for free? You didn't know what I was talking about. You did Curly Sue. Clickbait. I'll tell you, the week's just flying by, right? Tomorrow's Monday already. Got through Father's Day. Now what's next? July 4th weekend. That's how it works. You got Father's Day, July 4th weekend, then my birthday, then my brother's birthday. Well, my daughter's birthday, really. My birthday's gone. I'm August 8th, she's August 9th. And then, boom, summer's over. Summer never ends here, though. Seems like every day is summer. Shit, I'll tell you how hot it is right now. It's only 83 degrees. That's nothing. It's like winter here right now, you know? Sunny, hot Florida. Hot and sticky. Well, I'm going to have a quick smoke, and this one goes out to the one I love. If you're watching, this one goes out to you.
This one goes out to the one I love. This one goes out to the one I've left behind. A simple prop to occupy my time. This one goes out to the one I love. Fire! This one goes out to the one I love. This one goes out to the one I've left behind. A simple prop to occupy my time. This one goes out to the one I love. Fire!
Yeah, I was just thinking, probably wind up doing something with Andrea tomorrow. I know she's off tomorrow, so we'll have some kind of afternoon delight probably for you guys. I know you'll be at work and stuff, and you can... Hey, there's the bug. Now we can start. Here we go. I just played a song for all the people that I love. And I don't think you heard it.
This one goes out to the one I love.
Thank you, Stink.
This one goes out to the one I've left behind.
Yeah, I think, we might give her, and, I know Jen's probably busy because she's very busy with work right now, but I know she wanted a pickleball lesson. But I told Andrea I would, if she wants a lesson, I'll do it with her, She's got some fudge waiting for me. That's my pay. Fudge at this point. I get paid in fudge. Huh. Stink, hope you had a great day. Happy Father's Day, baby.
A simple prop to occupy my time. This one goes out to the one I love. Fire! This one goes out to the one I love. This one goes out to the one I simple prop to occupy my time. This one goes out to the one I love.
You know what? Real quick, I need to make a phone call.
Hi, David.
Hi, Ma.
Hi, what's going on?
Do you want to wish me a happy Father's Day?
Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't I? I sent you a message, didn't I?
You sent me a text.
Yes, I did. Oh, I'm sorry. There's so many things going on at one time. I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
All right, it's all good.
Yeah,
You're
well,
on
happy Father's Day. You're not my father, actually.
You're on the show right now. Watch what you say.
Oh, am I on the air?
Yeah, say hello to the family.
You what?
Say hello to the family.
Oh, say hello to the family. Hi, family.
You're
Hi,
like the
everybody.
mother of all mothers.
I just finished playing Rummy Cube.
Oh, not
Yes.
again.
Yes, what's going on? How's the show going?
I haven't cursed in like 3 shows.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. It's hard to understand what you're saying.
I know.
Yes, yes. All is well. I saw your son, you know that.
Right.
And I'm waiting to hear from your daughter. And all is well. I'm looking forward to the 4th of July going up to the country.
Okay, good.
Yes. I'm going to go for a few days.
Oh, that's good.
And there's nothing really much to tell you. My life is very hectic here.
What's happening with the poker?
Excuse me?
What's happening with your poker tournament?
Oh, I'm fourth. I'm fourth. Yes, I'm still in 4th place.
Okay, when's
Yes.
your next
I didn't-
matchup?
What is that?
When's the next game?
I can't hear you.
When's the next game?
When is the next game?
Yeah.
Oh, that's Friday.
Oh, it's every.
Yes, we play every Friday night. I play Canasta every Tuesday morning. I play every night Rummy Cube. I'm a very busy person. Don't you know that? Yeah.
All right, good. Well,
I go out for birthday parties with some of the ladies, and it's really a very busy place here.
are you
Somebody
worried?
has COVID. We're waiting for an epidemic to happen.
Are you worried about all the riots that are happening?
I'm not worried. I'm happy that they're having them.
Oh,
I'm really happy that they're having them. Yes. I think it's, in a way, it's a good thing. We can't be quiet. We have to say what we feel and what we want.
okay. No
Yeah.
kings. No kings.
No kings, right, exactly. I'm sorry I lived all these years with a wonderful, wonderful, democracy. And now I don't know what the hell is happening here. I don't know how it ever got to be so far. It's so bad. But I don't know. You keep quiet. Everybody tells you be quiet. Don't talk about it. Don't talk about it. That's wrong. Absolutely wrong. So you have to fight for what you think is right. And that's all I have to say about that.
Okay, well, we all love you. Everybody's saying we love your mom, your mom, your mom.
Well, how do they know to love me?
Well, you've called in a few times.
Who loves your mom? Who loves your mom? Who knows me?
They all love you. Peter, Marianne, Jennifer, Dena, Rizzer.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, I love them all. I love all your friends.
You're a celebrity.
Anybody that loves you, I love them.
Okay. All
I
right,
just
Mom.
want you to be happy and healthy and enjoy what you're doing.
Okay. I'm
Okay,
trying.
no curse words, remember.
I haven't cursed yet.
Okay, well, I'm proud of you.
You really shook me up when you called me the other day, all upset.
Yes, I am upset. I am upset because you're not the boy you're a man. You're a man. You're not a boy. I can't tell you what to do, but I want to hear pearls come out of your mouth, not horrible things. You know, you weren't raised to talk like that or to be like that. You were always kind and you were always sincere. You had wonderful friends that always loved you and still do. But I don't want to see you turning into some sort of a monster. Okay? I want you to be a gentleman. That's all. I raised you to be a gentleman.
Yes, you did.
It wasn't easy, but I did it.
We were talking about my bar mitzvah the other day.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
What was there to say about it?
I don't know. I wasn't happy with the brown tuxedo you gave me.
The brown tuxedo? When your father wore a brown tuxedo, you wore the same color as your father, and yes, well, yeah, well, whatever.
I was telling him the story about how I got thrown out of school and Hebrew school and every school all in the same day.
Well, should I tell them how you were in school?
Yeah, go ahead.
You know, when you came home one day and I had gotten a call from your teacher and a call from your rabbi, and they both wanted to kill you. And you came home and I said, "What happened to you today, David?" You said, "I knew I shouldn't have worn these pants today." You blamed it on your pants. You always had a way of blaming it on something or someone else. But everybody loved you because you were so handsome and adorable. And I used to tell them, I'm not interested in hearing that. I want to know, how is he doing in school? But all the teachers loved you. They took you with a broken leg from, I think, first grade, or was it kindergarten that you went to the Bronx Zoo in a wheelchair. The teachers absolutely wanted you to go, not to miss the trip. And I couldn't go because Scott was an infant and I couldn't leave him. So everybody loves you, David. Everybody loves you.
Let me
but I
can you
just
hear me?
can't see you speaking the way you're speaking on the air or people listening to you. It's not nice, Dave.
Ma, tell them about my...
going to lose respect for you.
Tell them about my Spanish teacher.
I can't hear you.
Tell them about my Spanish teacher.
Your Spanish teacher? Well, I can't hear what you're saying, so I don't know if you hear me.
We hear you fine.
Okay, yes. The Spanish teacher called to tell me we were having our dinner, and she said she was with her husband having dinner, correcting the Spanish test that you all took. And she said she had to call me because she never in her life ever had to, correct a test paper like she had yours. Everything you put an oso after, a table oso, chair oso, mama oso, orange oso. That was what you put as your answers to every question. Osa at the end of every word. And she thought it was so funny she had a call to tell me. But okay, you passed. That's all that mattered, right?
How about when I kicked a hole in the wall?
And how about your math book, where you stamped? You had a stamp that I bought you that had dates on, like you put in a library card. And every answer to the math questions, you put a stamp. You never even did the questions. You just stamped them. And okay, that was you, David. That was you.
Ma, can you just tell them one more story about how I kicked a hole in the wall because you wouldn't let me go to see Pink Floyd?
I can't hear you.
Remember when I kicked a hole in the wall because you wouldn't let me go see Pink Floyd?
I don't remember that, to be honest with you.
You remember Daddy put he put an electricity thing that you plug in?
I don't know what you're saying.
All right, don't worry about it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's all good. It's all good.
Did he try to electrocute you? Is that what you're saying?
No.
Are you there?
I'm here. You can't hear me. It's all good. I love you.
I love you too, and I have to hang up because I am taking a shower and going to bed.
Okay.
Goodbye. It was great talking to you, and I hope all your listeners are going to be patient with you and love you as much as I do.
They do,
Good
Mom.
night, honey. Good
Love
night.
You.
Take.
Oof.
And the men who hold high places must be the ones who start to mold a new reality closer to the heart, closer to the heart. The blacksmith and the artist reflected in their art. They forge their creativity closer to the heart. Yes, closer to the heart. Philosophers and plowmen each must know his part to sow a new mentality closer to the heart. Yes, closer to the heart. Yeah.
I'll tell you, man, my mother, she was always a saint. Honestly. I was so blessed to have a mother like that. She was always there for me. With all the shit that I went, like, it was all bullshit. High school, middle school, school stuff. I wasn't, I was more street smart than book smart. I just didn't take to the books, man. I mean, I graduated high school. I got an associate's degree in college and all of that. I was more of a hands-on guy. I was a video guy. It's like, it's what I loved. I found something that I loved to do, and I pursued it, and it went pretty well. And then, I don't know, COVID just changed everything for me. I found pickleball, and, I just kind of changed my whole thought process, I never wanted to be in front of the camera. I was always a director and a cameraman and a lighting guy and the audio guy, and I'm a great editor. I taught my son how to edit. I could probably teach, like, video production. No shit. I know I could. Hey, Sabrina, how are you? What's up, buddy? Hey, man, I saw you name the stream after me today. That was really cool. Sub to the Tan Man. I was like, holy shit, I love this guy. We got to share our subs, bro. It's good stuff. My mom will cuss you out, but she is and was a good mother. I was very fortunate growing up. Yeah. Nah, my mother didn't really curse much. She just, all she cared about was that I ate. As long as I ate, she was happy. And like I said, before I came to Florida, I got to spend some quality time with my mom upstate at the big house. And just her and I for like 2 months. And it was really good stuff. And I thought about it while I was doing it. And like, my mom's not going to be here forever. She's not as young as she used to be. And, everything happens for a reason. It wasn't easy for me, You need to do more to call out the SK. I'm not sure who that is, but we're not really calling anybody out anymore. She has been a menace lately. Who are we talking about? The disabled one? You know what? She's going to explode anyway. Just let her keep eating. She's turning into an Oompa Loompa. All these meals. Like, she's just eating for content. Mods and chatter. $5. Hey, Cinnamon, how you doing, baby? Thanks for joining us. Yeah, see, these names are starting to come around. We see them more often. You're becoming part of the family. Everybody's saying hello to you. You're part of it now. It's great. We love you. You know? I'm happy. I mean, my mom don't understand this. She's all about, are you making money? You know? How's the numbers? The numbers. Everybody wants to know about the numbers. Like Buddy was saying the other day. You know, when a guy called in, he said he was the best live streamer on the planet or whatever. And Buddy's like, well, your numbers will speak for themselves. I think we're just starting late in the game, you know. It's kind of late in the game. I'm not a young spring chicken anymore. I wish I was a... Shit, if they had this when I was on the radio in New York, I would be huge right now. I know it. That's when I was good looking and fucking young, and I was partying like a rock star back then. My parents were very, very dysfunctional and still are. Joni's still sending her food every night. T-Ray, you still watching that shit? I mean, I don't care either way. I'm just saying. I can't even look at that girl. And the weird part about it is, like, the Bill and Aggie stuff, like, I watch it, and I'm like, Aggie looks so much like her that I get sick just watching it now. I can't look at her. I really cannot look at her. I mean, that's what happened. I just got so, like, anybody in your life that you just can't, like, you know. Right, exactly. No relevance. You know, even my brother, it's my brother who talks sense into me. He was like, dude, you know, I watch your show and you keep talking about this skank. Who are you talking about? He's like, people don't even know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's just like the hat over there. You know, if he's got all new people watching him and not my family, you know, he's got the Scuffed One and Cali Girl and, I don't know, a couple others, whatever, Fact Finders. I don't even care anymore. But the people that are watching him that have no idea who the Tan Man is, and he's talking about me and Andrea and Jennifer and Dena and Aunt B, they're like, who's this guy talking about? So it's the same concept, you know? Want to see if we can get Cali Girl on the phone? Hear her side of the story? She called the other day. I didn't even answer. Let's see if she'll answer. She's probably over there. Yeah, if she's not answering the phone now, she must be brainwashed by the teeth, by the acrylics. I can't believe that. You know? You know what's funny? I see my thumbnails from the old shows that I did with him, and I see his head on there, and I'm like, oh shit. I can't even look at him. I'm like, oh my God. No disrespect, but I can't even look at the guy. You know? We don't mention his name either. It's just the hat or the teeth. Whatever you want to call them, but we're not mentioning names here anymore. Remember me, I was watching the other day. Yeah, associate producer. How can I forget you? Everybody needs an associate producer. Listen, I just don't want to, I was told, don't mention them. Just don't mention them. They'll go away. If you don't mention them, they'll go away. They'll go away. Just like Elisa doesn't mention me, I went away. I went away. Had a great stream today on Father's Day, if you guys missed it. Down by the sea. Deerfield Beach. Beautiful beach. Nothing like spending Father's Day down by the sea.
Down by the sea.
Knew that was coming.
I found your hidden treasure. Just you and me. We overdosed on pleasure. Yanni's in the wind. We're rugging up for winter. Putting out the bins. In cold and windy weather. Down by the docks. Leave all the silent sea ships. Crates are stored on blocks. Where now only the rats live. Sailing down the river till we reach the shore.
I don't know how people can live stream all day. I really don't. I was just thinking about it. Like, we did that today. I shut it off. I went home. I went out to dinner. I mean, I can't just see myself with a camera on all day. I don't get these people. Dena, you're famous, baby. I told you. Let's see if I can't get my old friend on the phone. He called earlier. Hold on a second. I screwed somebody up today. Let's see if I can't fix this.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Oh, I'm looking at Hiking in Maine with TK. Did you guys tune into that today? Hiking in Maine with TK. Yeah, I forgot it's Sunday night at like freaking 10:30, People got a life.
Anonymous sent $5.
Uh-oh.
David, David, David. David, 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 David. D-A-V-I-D. D-A-V-I-D. David, 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 David. David. David, 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 David. David, 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 David. 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 David, 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 David. D-A-V-I-D. David. D-A-V-I-D. David, 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 David. David. David.
know how many Davids there are out there? Sometimes I forget my name's David. Everybody calls me Tan Man now. It's freaking weird shit. My mother calls me David. Aunt B calls me David. Some people just call me TM. You really think that was Leaf? No way. He'd be lynched if he ever donated to this channel. But whoever did that, thank you so much. You appreciate it. Uh-oh. There she is. First round draft pick.
David.
Like that.
Hi,
huh?
how are you?
Hi, beautiful.
Hi.
What's up?
So I have a tanning dilemma.
Why?
So you're not going to believe this. You can understand as a tan person, but my the local, we're down. I thought we had two, but we're down to just one tanning salon near where I live.
Right.
And
don't even
they're closing their doors on the 28th of this month.
Dena, you don't need a tan.
No, David, where I live in Baltimore, I do. I don't have a pool or a beach, and I look really good tan. And they're closing, so should I drive 25 minutes away, 30 minutes away?
I don't know. That's dangerous stuff, isn't
to get tan? I think I'm going to. What do you think?
That's dangerous stuff, isn't it?
What's that?
Look, you know what? Jen's not tan.
No, but I always look good tan. I look like I should be tan because of my dark features, so it makes me look good. So it's different. I have to be tan, especially coming to visit Florida.
You know, it's weird. Like, my hands got pretty dark today, and I was under the umbrella the whole freaking time.
You go under the umbrella.
I don't even
try to tan.
That's the funny thing. It's like, I wear sweatshirts and stuff. It's like, I'm protecting myself, but it doesn't matter. It's just my body chemistry. I get tanned from the heat itself.
So you might want to ask your mother about your ethnicity, David. You might have a little darkness in you.
No, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you're tan without tanning.
You think I'm African American?
Yeah, you might have some.
D, listen, don't do the tanning salon stuff.
No, I always do for like a month every summer to get a base tan. There's no other way for me to get a tan. But, like, my dilemma is, like, now I have to drive because they're closing, so I have to drive, like, further away before I come to Delray, you know, so I can be, like, compete with you, you know, and be tan.
You're not going to compete with me. I'm abnormal.
I want to be tan.
They got those spray tan things. Spray yourself.
Oh, that's not real. I like being tan. So I don't have a chance to go. I don't go outside. I lock myself in the house after I get off work. I don't go out anywhere except the supermarket or work. So that's my only option. And I do it for like a month or so every summer, but now they're closing. So it's a horrible dilemma because it's going to take, work long day, drive 30 minutes, tan for 20, come home. I mean, I naturally have medium skin. It's not like I'm pale. But it always looks better in the summer with the tan. You know that. Tan skin looks better.
Lone lives in Miami, in that area. Lone, you tan? Hi, baby. I didn't even say hello to you. How are you? Thanks for joining us. I always love when you're here. When I see your name, it makes me happy.
Who's in the chat?
Lone.
I walked away.
Lone.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw that before.
Yeah.
Anyway, I can't wait to meet you.
Oh, she gets tanned by running in the sun. She runs.
Oh, in the sun. Yeah, I kind of don't want to do that. I don't want to run in the sun.
Listen, you know what? I promise you, it's like. I mean, what time you coming in? Do you know what time the flight?
I think I'll send it to you again before I come, but I think I'll be there around think around 10-ish or
Dude, I'll take you.
10-something,
We'll
yeah.
go right from the plane to the beach. You'll be tan in 2 seconds.
Yeah, well, I got to be tan before I arrive, so I'll figure it out. I'll just drive further and get more tan. But yeah, I'll let you know. I'll make sure you know, obviously. So
Yeah, I'll tell you.
I'm gonna wake up real early that morning because I want to have the benefit of having Friday, in Delray.
I'll tell you,
The whole day. I like to
Bart's
start
not
early.
tan.
It's not like I'm going to be there long, so.
Yeah, and you'll be wearing your clothes most of the time.
What's that, David?
I mean, you can come to the pool. You're not going to be, we don't have to.
Yeah.
I know some private beach places we could go. Nobody will see you.
Oh, yeah, I don't want you seeing me in the bathing suit.
I don't care what you look like. I love you. You're my number one draft choice.
Yeah, we're going to have fun. We'll hang out a lot, and we're going to have fun, whatever. I'm down for whatever, you know what I mean?
We're all planning it. We just bought a chair. We're going to lift you up like it's your bar mitzvah.
Bat mitzvah.
Bat mitzvah.
Oh, yes, but yeah, I can't wait to meet you and Jen and Aunt Bee and Andrea. It'll be so cool.
Hey,
I want to meet Oscar, too, maybe. Like, if one night we'll go out somewhere and we can all, maybe he'll meet us, too. Tan Dog.
Let me ask you something. Were you happy with Trump's military parade?
Yes, it was a big, beautiful parade. Nothing wrong with it. Why, did it bother you?
Me? No, I was just wondering if you were happy.
Yeah, I'm happy that he's the president, of course. Yeah.
How do you like his immigration policies with the people being pulled out of their homes and stuff?
Well, that's not really happening, but I agree with it 100%. If you're illegally here, you need to be deported. You're still treated humanely. Like, you can't come into a country illegally. You try that shit in the Middle East or, in Europe, try doing that. You get your ass kicked right out, and they're not nice about it. We're a country of laws. You can't come here illegally. My family had to come here legally. I'm sure your ancestors came here legally. A lot of other people just get to come illegally and live off of our system, right? Is that fair to us, to the taxpayers?
I don't know anymore.
You started it, David. You asked me.
It all sounds good until they come into your house and pull your ass out.
Why? I'm an American citizen. Who's going to pull me out?
Pull you out for being Jewish.
I didn't commit a crime.
For being Jewish.
Come on now. Don't even go there. No one's going to do that to me.
All right, we're going to take a poll on the chat. Hang up.
Okay, love you.
Love you. All right. Let's take a poll. They want to take a poll? Let's take a poll. Do you think, how is, from 1 to 10, the president's approval rating? It's an approval rating poll. No, I don't hate you, Rizzer. Let's see the approval rating poll. Dena says 10. G-Girl. She's given us her opinion on Obama and Clinton. Cinnamon Girl, 10. Cherry gives them a 5. Rizzer, a 9 from the UK. Peter, a 5. I like it, but it affects me more than most Latin American. The sunburn. She's still talking about sunburns. Okay, it's good. I don't know. We got a split decision here. I have a lot of silence. A lot of silence now from Ray, T-Ray, 8.5. It's okay, baby. It's okay. Talk away. No, respond. I'm reading the chat. You talk. Go ahead. I was waiting for your poll numbers, but I think you're pretty good with it. What was the question? We were looking for, we are all one race, the human race. I like that answer. Cherry, you the one on Buddies? I just want world peace. I'm beginning to think that can't happen. Cherry, you don't want a Buddy East Coast chat with that cool accent from like Staten Island? I mean, I was at the, people are protesting like crazy, and I'm at the beach, like nothing's happening. It's like, no, I'm from California. Okay. So it's a political about world peace. Hey, there's Penelope. Oh, we're getting a real history lesson. Penelope just showed up. Always good to see her. Can't get political because then it'll shut you down. Is the poll about legal immigration or what? No, it's just approval ratings of our president. Go broke. Am I woke because I love everybody? Does that make me woke because I don't have a problem with people? I'm not even sure what that is. I never was. Because I drink Bud Light? Does that make me woke? Doesn't make me woke. I mean, I really do. I don't have a problem with anything, really. I mean, I just live in my life until I'm dead, man. I don't bother nobody, and nobody bothers me. I hold the door for people. I'm polite, just like my mom said. I mean, that's the way I was raised, It's all a scam. Everything's a scam, isn't it? Fake news. Think the news is fake? When is it the news fake? When they're talking good things about Trump, or is it just fake when they're saying bad things? Woke is to give your rights up. I don't want to give up my rights. I'm pissed off that they took Pornhub and RedTube down in Florida. Why do you think it took them so long to legalize marijuana? That I figured out a way to make money off of that shit. Boy, that was frowned upon when I was a kid. Now all of a sudden, hey, now that they're making the money, it's all good. You still get rude too, unlucky buddy. Heh. Oh, Rizzy, you get RedTube where you are? Well, they shut it down in Florida. Shit, I got like 10 calls that day when they shut it off. They didn't really shut it off, but now they want all your information. They want your social security number, your penis size, your mother's maiden name. They gotta come after you. South Carolina too. T-Ray. People were jumping out of buildings here. I know Charlie was having a hard time. Yeah, I know they did it because of the... But you know, they have a lot of disclaimers on that shit. I like watching sports. I don't even watch TV that much. Does anybody think they're better off right now financially than they were 4 years ago? I mean, I don't know. The gas prices seem to be the same, hovering here around $3.20. You know, I'm not seeing a big difference in grocery prices. There's a lot of pet stuff going on. Does anybody think they're better off today than they were 4 years ago? How's your 401k? How's your stocks? How's your living? Are you guys on the edge? I mean, everybody, you know, whenever I bring up the word donation, everybody says they're broke. You know, $3, $5. Like, yo, we're all broke. I feel bad for everybody. I'm like, oh, whoa, I didn't mean to say that. You know, it's like a street performer with $3. You know, everybody's broke. I mean, I'm like, hey, whatever. It's all good. You know, it's all good. Just had to put out a nice amount of money for Lincoln Tech. Loans constantly broke in Miami. Yeah, it's expensive here too, baby. Shit. It was better under Trump first 4 years, and I didn't even vote for him. No, I tried to live outside my means, but you gotta give it time. Look what the Biden administration did. Shit sucks. We really opened up Pandora's box tonight, huh, guys? Trump wants to make America great again, but what is great about slavery and Biden? He was just a pawn in it all. I don't even talk politics with people anymore. I don't even bring it up. I lost a couple of good friends over this shit. I really did. Well, when you come to this show, we put politics aside, right? We're just a family, and you come as you are. Right, Rizzer? Come as you are, bro. Come as you are, Rizzer.
Take your time, hurry up.
just thinking to myself, imagine growing up in like the 60s, right? JFK gets assassinated, okay? JFK Jr. gets assassinated. No. Robert F. Kennedy gets assassinated. Then Martin Luther King. Then the Vietnam War. Then the hippies. I mean, with all the protests and the Kent State and people getting shot. And you know, we're so like fortunate to like live in this time, and now they're turning the clock back on us. And like, I really believe that the country is totally divided. You know? Totally divided. Like, I was just thinking about it today. I'm sitting on the beach, enjoying Father's Day, and a friend of mine sent me a picture of her parents that are in their late 70s. I got it on my phone. I'll show it to you. At a, you know, No Kings rally. I'm like, Jesus Christ. She's all nervous for her parents being there, you know, with the violence and... Who are we talking about? I'm going to send my... I don't know why I feel compelled to say it at this time. John McCain did not die from brain cancer. He was guilty of some very terrible things, and they gave him a way out. Either let it be found out or his family's on it. You know, I had a friend of mine a while back, and we were having a conversation, and this guy swore to me. Swore up and down like he swore on everything, the Holy Bible, that JFK Jr. was still alive. And it was all fake news. And he was coming back to be Trump's running mate. You know what, Cherry? You believe what you want to believe, okay? John McCain was a freaking war hero. I don't know what he did, but, you know, he could have, you know, I don't know. You know, the guy was a war hero. End of story. I mean, my friend was so adamant about JFK Jr. coming back that it was like, I was willing to bet my life that guy was dead and he died in a plane crash on the way to Martha's Vineyard with his girlfriend. Oh no. I mean, this fake news bullshit. I don't watch the news anymore. I don't watch the news, man. I don't know what's real anymore. They're trying to brainwash us into 50 different ways to Sunday, to buy the country. You know, when you hear that, like, Rupert Murdoch had to pay millions of dollars, $1 billion, because he was putting shit in his magazines and on Fox News. All this shit that they were feeding you on Fox News, it was all fake news. It was all fake news. But you know what? I won't watch CNN or CNBC anymore. I don't believe anybody anymore. You know, I never wanted to do this on this show. I really didn't. But I don't see how we could avoid it with what's going on out there. I mean, yeah, we could sit here and sing Kumbaya and shit and pretend like nothing's going on around us. Things are pretty fucked up. And there's like hundreds of thousands of people out there protesting. You know? It's all about the money, isn't it, guys? Just imagine. People with money, they can commit crimes and get off. We can't. I mean, we can't. I mean, let's just talk about one more thing. Now, what about all the national secret stuff that Trump had stashed all over the place in Mar-a-Lago? Now I'm going to tell you you're going to tell me Biden had it too. But he gave it right back. All the secrets that were, if you had one document in your house, you'd still be in jail for the rest of your life. This guy had volumes in his bathroom. And I know you could say he was president, but he wasn't president at the time. I'm just asking you. Anybody have anything to say about that? You know, he made it disappear. He made that disappear. You don't want this country to go to war for other people. We're the big brother of the world, man, the most powerful country in the world. People need help. They need help. War of the Worlds, I remember that. I mean, the guy had a whole stack of secrets. All right, I mean, it's just, you know, I think about us as like normal people, you know? We're all just going to work like robots. We're just living, you know? We're just living. Call this living? It's like you work, you come home, you make dinner, you watch your favorite live streamers, or whatever you do. You go to bed, you wake up, you do it again. It's one big routine until you die. Hey, there's Bucky. I mean, take Bucky, for instance. The guy's making pulled pork all day. He goes home, puts his feet up, goes to bed, he does it again. Exactly the same. Maybe we could start something here. Revolution. You guys want to start a revolution with me? We start our own revolution, man. Prince of England, where the hell has he been? Don't you guys want to have a voice, though? Or should we just keep on rocking? You want to just let this shit go down, or... I mean, I don't know. YouTube's going to take me down. We're having a revolution. All right, well, forget that idea. Will TikTok take me down if I do that? Don't you want to, you know, people, I think it was Charlie who asked me, what's your legacy going to be? What kind of legacy are you leaving? I mean, you know what you fucking asking me that for? I'm just some moron who fucking answered an ad, now I'm sitting here. But now I'm saying to myself, hey, look at these people we have together. All good people, hardworking people, beautiful people, loving people from all over the country. And we're all together in one room, one chat room. Is there any way to make a difference? Tan people. Well, except for Dena. I mean, maybe I was given this microphone for a reason. I don't know. I don't want to, you know. I think I would die for a cause. I would. I think I would. I would die for a cause. I would. I lived long enough. Shit, I did everything twice. You know? How do you want to be remembered, Tan Man? We bring many people together. We bring people together. Shouldn't we, like, have a purpose, though? Or just kumbaya shit? I mean, I'll go either way. We need to think about this. I mean, this is a start of like if we're in a group meeting here. You know, look, I don't want to upset the apple cart. You know, don't get me wrong. I don't want to get anybody in trouble and throw you guys into something that... I'm not trying to start a cult or anything like that. I'm just saying, I mean, here we are together. We're together all the time. We never really talk about this shit, but we all know it's in the back of our minds. This show is designed to take your mind off of that, though. You know what I mean? Cherry is right. You bring people together. All right. Well, why am I bringing people together? That's the question. That's the question. Lone got into live streaming. Wouldn't you like to, do something good before you meet your maker? Before you... You know, there was somebody today that I saw. You didn't see it on camera. It was to the right. But these people had balloons, and they had an urn. I'm thinking maybe it was somebody's father, maybe. And they they did the ash thing into the water. How'd you like to go into the ocean after that? Get the guy's ashes on you? Let's take a poll. Would you rather have somebody urinate in the water and then you go in, or somebody throw somebody's ashes in the water and then you go in and get that on you? Would you rather get urine on you or somebody else's ashes? That's a serious question right there. I don't even know what my answer would be. Well, if you had to pick one, Rockford, what would it be? Urine or ashes? Pete would go with the urine. Riz or ashes? Dena, neither. Rockford goes with the urine. Dena goes with the urine. Well, I'll live everybody that I love because that will be my punishment. Even though I love life, that will be my punishment. I think we're all going to go together. I really do. I think sooner or later, somebody's going to hit that button. I really do. I hate to say it. Imagine if they hit the button and you're at work. Wouldn't that suck? All right, let's say this. No, next question. Okay? This interactive shit right here. You got 5 minutes before the big one hits. Where do you want to be? Where do you want to be? 5 minutes. You got 5 minutes. Where do you want to be? In your bed? Under the covers? At home, helicopter, be in my garden, buildings, and you wouldn't know. Outside somewhere, peaceful. I have an active imagination. I'm not trying to scare anybody. I swear to you, I'm not trying to scare you. Just it's hypothetical. You know? I think I'd want to be in. It wouldn't matter to me. You're going to give people nightmares. All right, I'm sorry. Forget it. Forget that question. Let's go back to the urine and the ashes. Forget that question. All right? You're right. I don't want to scare anybody. Believe me. Alaska mountains. Go ahead. It's all subjective. I wouldn't want to. I want my kids with me, I think. I just want to be holding them real tight. You know what I mean? I really would. You know? As many people as I could be with to hold on to. I think that's what I'd want to be, you know? Just, you know, you close your eyes, you're holding on to the people you love, and then poof. But I do believe you go to another place. See, that's another thing. I've already experienced death, and it's a fact. My friends will verify it. They've already been on this program. I'm not bullshitting you. Death is painless, and you really do float away. And all the pain that you're experiencing goes away. And people will tell you that. I mean, thousands of millions of people had near-death experiences. They were out. They floated to the light. I was floating. I was headed to the light, man. Oh, shit. Stop. Oh, my God. Dena, please. You're about to come to Florida. I think we're all going to float away to the Sunset Grill. You know what I'm saying? What do you think's going to happen next? In 3, 2, did I say Sunset Grill?
Let's go down to the Sunset Grill and watch the working girls go by. Watch the basket people walk around and mumble. Stare out at the auburn sky. There's an old man there from the old world. Him it's all the same. Calls all his customers by name. Down at the Sunset Grill. Down at the Sunset Grill. Down at the Sunset Grill.
guys believe in reincarnation? Anybody? That's my next question. I'm just thinking of this shit while I'm standing outside looking up at the sky. I'm like, you guys believe in reincarnation? You ever run into somebody that you think you know and you may have met in like another life? You know what I mean? You run into somebody like, shit, where do I know you from? How about in your dreams? This is what I don't get, right? We were talking about dreams earlier. It's like, I meet people in my dreams that I never met before. How's that possible? You think I just saw them in passing and they just stuck in my brain and then I see them in my sleep? What the hell is that? I don't know what that is. Astral plane? You know, here's the funny part about dreams with me. This is just me personally. If I can remember just one little piece of the dream, then I could, like, it all start coming back to me, at least pieces of it. Like, if I wake up and I just, you know, when you wake up suddenly, you got a cough, or maybe the phone rang, you know, and you were sleeping and the phone rang, and then boom, you know, all of a sudden, you know, your dream just shuts off because the phone rang, it woke you up, and then you're like, oh shit, you were just in the middle of something great. Usually with me, there's women involved, but those are the good dreams. But my dreams aren't always sexual. It's not always about sex with me, you know. But if I could just remember one little snippet from that dream, like I'll wake up and just all of a sudden I'm just like, oh shit, you know. What was I just dreaming about? You know, I'm just like trying to think so hard. Like, what was I just dreaming about? And then all right, I can't get it back, man. It was a good dream. I know it was a good. I mainly have good dreams. I mean, I'm pretty lucky. Like, I don't really have nightmares and shit. I mean, if I do, I can wake myself up. That's another thing that I can do. I can get myself out of a dream. If I'm in a bad situation in my dream, I can wake myself up. I'll wake up, have a smoke. No shit, I've done this. I'll wake up, have a smoke, and then go back to sleep. Like, oh, thank God, it was just a dream. Like a car accident, I got no brakes. I get a lot of those. I got no brakes. Something with the car, always something with the car, you know? Salvia? I don't know what that is. That's some kind of drug? No. Listen, I'm not like a superhero in my dreams, but I'm always in like weird situations. And you know what else? My father comes to me in my dreams. Holy shit. My dad comes to me in my dreams. So in a weird way, he's still alive in my other alter life. You know, I sleep pretty freaking good. You know what? You know, when I was in school, if you want to know, I had a good time. You know, I always had friends in my class, and we'd always laugh, and we were always kidding around, and, you know. But I graduated high school, so whatever. I never got left back or anything. Never had to go to summer school. So whatever I did, and my mom, you know, she'll tell you, hey man, I didn't get straight A's, I'll tell you that. I went to a community college. I went away to college, but it was a community college. But it was a sleepaway at community college. It was a good experience, you know? Well, you know what happens? Like, okay, I didn't do great in high school, but I graduated. I didn't do so great in college, but I graduated. I mean, I got C's and D's. You know, whatever I got, it got me through the fucking hump. I failed bowling. Yeah, I failed bowling in college. It was like Monday morning at 8 o'clock. I never got there. I couldn't get, I was fucking, Sunday night was disco night at Bum and Kells, the local bar, 10-cent beers. Think I made it to bowling at 8 o'clock? Shit, I was just getting home. And then later in life, I bowled at 300, so there you go. Take that, bowling teacher. Bet you my bowling teacher didn't bowl at 300. Yeah, to pay, what, like, you know, you needed the credits, man. Bowling I took. No, bowling at 300 is when you get 12 strikes in a row. I get all strikes. Which was an amazing achievement for me. Trust me. You know, not only that, when you get the first 9 and you go into the 10th frame, now the 10th frame, if you guys know bowling, you got to throw 3 balls in a row. And when you're in a league, a bowling league, now many of you might know this, other people might not. When they see that you got all strikes, because it's up on the big screen and everything, everybody stops and they come over and watch you. It's like, oh shit. They don't want to mess you up, so the people next to you don't want to screw you up, so they stop. And then they all come over and they're watching you. Lone's going to bed. Good night, Lone. Love you, baby. Thank you for joining us tonight. I love when you're here. 100%. You know, there's a lot of people that when I see their names on here, it makes me feel really good. You're one of them. That's all I can tell you. Yeah, you know, I was a good athlete growing up. All I did was play sports because, you know, we didn't have Nintendo or video games and, you know, the kids today and whatever, you know. It is what it is. But with me, you know, I'd walk outside and we were playing basketball, baseball, football, soccer. Not so much soccer. But it was always sports-oriented shit. But I was never like, you know, except for the wrestling team, I was never, you know, a team sports guy. I was a pickup player. Good pickup player, they call it. Like when you get together with your friends and you just play sports. You know, I never dedicated myself to one individual sport like I do now with pickleball. Like, you know... And, you know, I see how the kids today, man, just the other night I played with some really good players. And they're just going right past me. I got to be honest with you. I was like, I don't know, I wasn't feeling that great, and these guys, you just couldn't put it past these kids, man. They're fast, they're long, they're tall, they're young, and they're just practicing their asses off. Yeah, you know, the beautiful thing about where I grew up, right? It was all attached homes in a big circle. And in the middle of that circle was a park. So you could just go outside your front door and you were in the park. Now, when your mother, it was time for dinner, she would just call you. You know, nobody was afraid of their kids getting kidnapped back then. I was a little kid, man. I was like, just went across the street. I mean, it was just a road and then the park. And we all went into the park, and it was great because I had all friends that lived around this circle. We had sleepovers, and, you know, we'd stay out in the park late at night, and, you know, I grew up with these kids. And, you know, it was a great existence. It was like what we have here, like a family. It was like, you know, and the park was right in the middle. It was a nice sized park. And they had basketball courts and swing sets, and we just hung out, you know, with the girls, and yeah, it was great times, man. Nobody knew about all this shit. You know, you had 12 channels on TV. That was it. You know, you weren't sitting home watching this shit like you have now. You know, with the Netflix and the this and the sex and the shit. Nobody gave me the speech about sex when I was a kid. My mother will tell you that story too. You know, we had, I don't know, biology class or something, sex education class. And one day, you know, they were teaching me about sex in class, and I came home and I was all mad because my mother was so beautiful. I mean, my mother was a beautiful woman. I was so proud of my mother being my mother. I mean, my friends' parents weren't really that good looking. You know, I had like the best looking mother. And I was proud of that. Oh, my mother was shit. My mother was like super beautiful. Even now, like gay men are attracted to my mother. They call her like a fag hag. I don't know if you guys ever heard of that, a fag hag. Like they're attracted to my mother. Even now, my mother's still got all her marbles. She's still everybody loves my mother. You meet my mother, man, she's just like, everybody loves my mom. But I was very proud of my mother when I was a kid. You know? Forgot what we were talking about. But yeah, we grew up, you know, playing sports across the street. And, you know, you didn't have to worry. Nobody got kidnapped. No, not that I know of, predators. I'm sure they were out there, but I never heard anything growing up. I don't know. Maybe. You know, I wasn't exposed to that shit. You know? It's like us with our little family that we have here. I had my own, like, you know, friends, and we all stayed together, you know? We were the VOG crew. You know, there was Samsondale, there were, you know, different places had their guys that all hung together. Mine was the VOG crew. I had some really good friends. We went to a lot together. Seems like yesterday. I took my kids back there. I always, you know, whenever I'm home, I like to do like a homage to back to the old country, whatever. A lot more depravity nowadays. Yeah, gay men usually want a woman friend that has certain looks about them. I always thought that was to your mom that made her a MILF. Oh, my mom was definitely a MILF. You know, I didn't know about MILFs back then. But, you know, my mother was beautiful. She really was. She looked like Marilyn Monroe with black hair. Well, Cherry, that's up to you. I know you're with, you know, our boy. I know you're part of his crew. Or no, you're with Scuffy Frank's crew, right? Cherry, I mean, I got no problem with you, Cherry. I told him that. I like you. You know, and I got no problem with Frank. He's like one of those... He's been here since day one. You know, he calls in, I take his calls still. It's all good. You know, I'm learning. Yeah, I'm learning, man. I used to get upset about this shit. Who's watching who's doing this, who's doing that. I don't even care anymore. I really don't. I was just invited to a pickleball, what do they call that? Convention in West Palm Convention Center coming up. You know? Yeah, I definitely need to regroup. I need to regroup, you know? There's no doubt about it. My politics suck. Taking that from you, Charlie, I'll say that's a compliment. Yeah, go ahead, call me. You'll be the first call of the night besides my own mother. I think I blocked the trolls tonight. No, it's not blocked. It's been unblocked. Cherry, you do it. It's good for you, baby. It's all good, you know? I'm not telling you what to do. You know, like I said, there was a time when I got upset about it. Now I don't care anymore. There he is.
You know, I'm going to tell you just how gross you are. So earlier, I was walking down the street.
Right.
And I see this car go by, and there's a wallet on the front hood, on the front right hood.
Right.
Obviously, the driver wasn't aware of this. And I'm just like looking at the car. The driver makes a left, and his wallet flies off.
Right.
And I cross the street, I go pick it up, come back inside, I'm thinking, man, this could change my life.
Why?
I might be able to return this. This might be some wealthy individual's wallet, because this thing was packed. You know, this guy there might be like $2,000 or $3,000 in there. He might be the CEO of some company, although his car was a shit Cadillac from 2004, so probably not. So I brought it back home, but I wanted to be surprised. I took a shower, and I'm like, man, this is going to be interesting to see what I'm going to find in here. I was obviously going to give the guy I was going to give the wallet back, unless he was like a pedophile or something like that. So I opened up the wallet, but before I opened up the wallet, I took a shower, and I came back in my room where I had the wallet, stunk of tobacco. This was the most disgusting smell ever. I can't get this stench off of it. I'm like, my God, how can a wallet have this much stench in it? I'm not even partially exaggerating. Why would I exaggerate that? And I'm like, okay, so I open up the wallet. You know, I see his name. I'm like, the curiosity got me. So I pulled out some of his credit cards I looked at. Then I opened up the money. I'm like, I only had $2 in there. But it was a Harley-Davidson wallet. The smell was disgusting. So I put it in a little baggie. And then the guy lived like a block away from me. I've never met the guy. Actually, I think I may have saw him once, and he looked at me like he wanted to kill me. And I walk over to his house, and he walks out, and then I show him the little baggie. And obviously he's surprised. He goes, "Oh, my God, you found my wallet." I mean, he was a nice enough guy, but, man, the smell, and I don't understand. Does your house smell like smoke? Does your car smell like that? You don't recognize it, man, but that smell is disgusting. Or maybe what he was smoking. I literally can't get this stench off my body. How could a wallet, the smell is horrible. That's all I took from this. I didn't take from this that I was doing a nice thing and returning the wallet. I took from this that my place smells like tobacco stench. I just took a shower, and now I got to take another one. So I'm just saying, man, you got to be careful with that tobacco smell. You know, when you play pickleball and they smell it on your breath, that's not a good smell.
Well, I always chew gum when I play pickleball. It's just something that I like to do. It gives me energy for some reason. Also, I always have cologne, and I use deodorant. You know, I know I don't like the smell of cigars, Charlie.
You know what? Maybe that's what it was. Maybe it was a cigar. You know what? That might have been what it was. The smell was so... You know what? I apologize. Why am I apologizing to you? I don't give a fuck what you think. I think it was a cigar. You're right. It might have been a cigar. That smell was horrible.
Well, like I said, there have been girls that I've gone on dates with that wouldn't date me because I smoked.
Well, but have you ever dated a woman that didn't want to... Has a woman ever not wanted to date you because you smoke?
Yes. Yeah.
You know what? I think you're right. I think it was cigar smoke. That's what it was.
There was a guy today smoking a cigar next to me at the beach, and I just hate that smell, man. I don't know why. I like the smell of pipes, tobacco pipes. I like that smell. My dad actually used to smoke a tobacco pipe, and I used to like the smell of that. But cigars, I can't stand it.
When was your first cigarette?
What's that?
When was your first cigarette?
My first cigarette was... I was
2 years old.
I was like 7. Well, you know what happens with cigarettes, Charlie? I'll tell you. This is what happened. When I was younger, I took a first hit of a cigarette, and it got me high. And the first time you smoke a cigarette, you get high from it. And then maybe the second and third time, but then you don't get high from it anymore, and now you're just smoking. And all my friends smoked. I talked about being out in the park. After we got done playing sports and we grew up and we became rock and roll guys, and everybody got great stereo systems with Marantz speakers and crazy fucking sound systems, we just started partying. And it just became like part of life, But I'll tell you right now, Charlie, look, it's getting pretty expensive to smoke. I realize that. And, I feel like I'm smoking more than ever for some reason. But I don't smoke a whole cigarette. I'll take like 2 or 3 drags. When I stand up and have a smoke, I come back in like 5 seconds? It's like I never smoked whole cigarettes. It's just weird.
I mean, you relight it, and you go back and relight it?
Oh, yeah. I'll put it out and relight it. Yep. But, usually it's still almost...
I'll tell you my first foray into smoking cigarettes. I think it was probably in the 5th or 6th grade. I stole some cigarettes, and I would go out on the trails in the forest, whatever it's called, because I would see people on TV, and I thought it was cool, or in movies, and I would just have imaginary conversations with myself, like I'm talking to someone like, you know what, Charlie? Or, Bill, you got to do this, and I'll do that. Yeah, I understand what you're saying, man. I would have, because I thought it was cool. But I think it's cool that they're cracking down on, trying to get, I don't know how this whole thing with vaping works. Like, obviously they target kids, with little cartoon characters and colors. But it really is, it's a horrible addiction. It's a horrible, hey, do you know anybody that has autism?
Autism? Doesn't Barry have that?
Is that what he calls it?
What?
Is that what he calls it?
I think so.
Oh, I didn't know if he had autism or if he had like a brain damage or something like that.
Charlie, let me ask you a question. Do you remember your dreams?
Yeah, sometimes. Why?
No, we were just talking about that earlier. How do you feel about the?
Oh, you were?
How do you feel about the protests that are going on now?
Well, I'll tell you about what I think about the protest. I think that most people are illiterate when it comes to what's going on and why Biden and his administration brought in almost 20 million illegals into the United States. Most of them are in New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, and I forgot the other major city. And there's a reason why they're specifically in these cities. Most people don't realize that there's going to be a census count coming up in 2028. Regardless if they're illegal or legal, if California has got 50 million people, they're going to count every last person. It doesn't matter if they're legal or not legal. And here's what happens. The more people that you have, the more elected officials that you gain. That's the only objective in this. It's not about, Barack Obama and Joe Biden getting together at a prayer group saying, we gotta help all these poor, underprivileged people around the world. They're impoverished. We got to let them in. It's nothing to do with that. They don't care about these people. They just want that vote because they want to turn the country 100% Democrat. They just had a bust in Omaha, Nebraska today, I think it was. And they literally went into a factory and they arrested 97 people. That's the only reason this is going on. There's so many business owners that are hiring illegal aliens. Now, the guy in Nebraska said, and there's something called, when someone comes to work for you, you have to verify them through the United States government. I think it's called E-Verify. So he asked for their card, according to him. So he said everybody was legal, but they're not legal. Downtown, I was reading in downtown New York or Los Angeles, they're going to start hitting those factories. And now they're saying the employees aren't showing up. They're not showing up. They're not showing up because they're terrified that they're going to get arrested. I think that there are people around this world, especially what happened during the Holocaust. You got to let the Jews come in. You had to let them come in. You got to let people come in that come from countries where they're being killed. We can't take in people from Mexico just because they're poor, because their government is corrupt. You can't take in people from Haiti because their government is corrupt. If you're taking all these people, you're going to become that third world country. They want more people. And if Kamala Harris, who I'm pretty sure you would have voted for, and Tim Watts were elected, there would probably be another 50, 60 million people in this country. Who's paying for these people? You're paying for their insurance. You're paying for their hotels. You're paying for their food. Your tax dollars are paying probably upwards of $4,000 or $5,000 per month for these 20 million people. Think about that. You've got homeless people on the streets. And then you've got the people that are rioting.
You know what, Charlie, you know what? I would rather feed these people than put another motherfucking man on the moon for $1 billion. Tell me about that.
Talked about this. Yeah, you're right. Somebody asked me that the other day at Starbucks. I don't buy coffee. I just went to get a water. And they both asked me, what are my thoughts on them sending people to Mars and how much money that's going to cost?
Yeah.
But according to Elon Musk, all the money that is funding the Mars mission, he gets from Starlink. It's all the sales of Starlink, which is a brilliant invention.
How about this, Charlie? You ready for this? How about this? Donald Trump just had look, we already have a Memorial Day parade to celebrate the military and the people that have fallen. Now he had a parade for the military straight up. I read that it costs like $500 million to get all this shit there.
No. It costs like $45 million. And first of all, this was planned 2 years ago.
All right, $45 million. Charlie, $45 million. How many homeless veterans could that money feed?
Okay. Then how about the tens of trillions or billions or hundreds of billions of dollars that are brought in to take care of all the illegal aliens? They're not undocumented migrants. They're illegal aliens. You got to come into this country properly. These people weren't vetted. We all know for a fact I forgot what was going on back in the 60s, early 70s when Cuba, Fidel Castro, he would let all the people out of the mental institutions to come to America. And they've done that all over the world. They've let the worst of their people out, and they're like, well, prove it. You don't have to prove it. They've already shown examples of it. Did you see that senator that was killed, those two politicians in Minnesota over the weekend? Did you read that story?
No. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so here's the deal. It's so funny I don't watch the mainstream, it's so-called legacy media, but if you go on X and Twitter, I dissect everything. I will go to CNN, I'll go to Fox, I'll go to weird websites, and the narrative right now is they're obsessed with hoping that this shooter is a Republican MAGA, so-called MAGA person, but it's turning out that he's not. Governor Walz, I wouldn't even call him governor. Tim Walz is the one. He actually hired him to work on some sort of department inside the Minnesota organization. But they're desperate. They're desperate. They want this desperately. Please, 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 please. Damn! God, we thought we had one. I don't know, man. I know that you're a Democrat. I can just tell by the way you say certain things. I don't get it. I know.
I mean, you know what, Charlie. I'm a humanitarian. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a this. I'm not a that. I know there's a lot of wasted money. I know there's a lot of people that are suffering in this world, and it's all greed. It's all greed, bro. All greed. The rich are getting richer.
I understand that. But I'm just saying, you have to deal with what you have now. You can't keep on letting in many more millions of people. You can't do it. They're going to overwhelm the system. It's going to break the system, and that's I talk to some people that I know that are Democrats. Very respectful. I'm not even going to assume what you are. It's next to impossible. It's next to humanly impossible to share factual facts with them. They're like, no. Where'd you read that? Where'd you hear about that? They don't want to talk about it. I was talking to one of my neighbors about Joe Biden and how disgusting of a pervert he is. He's like, well, what are you talking about? I said, have you ever seen the videos of him like kissing little boys' feet? But I'm going to pay attention to that. Go online and type in Joe Biden FBI diary. Ashley Biden was in a Florida rehab center. And I think I talked to you about this once, a couple of years ago. And she was in a rehab center for drugs and alcohol. A lot of people have problems. I may not have problems. Who knows? They have problems now. She ended up leaving her diary in her room.
Charlie, over. Listen to me. I don't fucking believe anything I hear anymore. It's all fake news, bro. It's all fake news. It's all fake news. Get it through your head. It's all fake news. It's all fake news. End the story. Now, let me ask you this question. What happens if somebody's restreaming my stream? What does that actually mean?
Is that called, I think you can, like right now where you're live and they're breaking it down? Are they breaking your show down right now live?
Yeah.
I think they're allowed to do that. I think it's called sniping. I think they can do like a split screen or a full screen and they can goof on you and make fun of you. Is that what they're doing?
Yeah.
Who's doing it?
Well, then I don't know if they're making fun of me or they're just restreaming. Somebody just said they're restreaming our stream, which I don't really care. I mean, if it brings us more people, then that'll be good. But
who's doing it?
A new friend of ours named, you would be a fool to trust. No. His name is East Coast, Buddy East Coast.
Hold up.
He's a guitar player. He's really a cool guy. I have no problem with it. There's people are saying he's restreaming, which he did the other day, and I thought was kind of cool. I was like, I don't know why anybody would do that, but I think it's kind of cool.
Oh, yeah, I just clicked on. Yeah, these guys look like they work in the banking industry, and they're probably bankers. You can tell by the 3 lip rings and the eyes that look like they've been on a 4-day bender of maybe something similar to meth, but not necessarily meth. And the guy on the left looks like, he tried out for a lot of different cover bands, just didn't pan out for him, and now he's like, you know what? I'm just going to set up for what I'm going to live my life. That's what you got to do. You got to goof on people like that. That's how some of these shows get popular. But they're all hacks. They're all hacks. They all think they're great, but they're all hacks. They all do the same crap. You got to come up with something different and original.
Well, he's a good guy. I don't know if he's bashing me or what, but he's a really good musician.
Okay, well, cool. Well, there you go. I wonder how he found you.
I came up on his algorithm.
Oh. I know. He came up on your algorithm and you.
No. I came up on his.
Oh. I don't know how it works. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I guess if somebody's saying good things about you, that's, good for your, advancing your online brand, your online podcast brand. So
yeah, it's kind of,
I'll tell you about online people. Online people hate me. They hate me with a vengeance.
Why?
That kind of makes me feel good.
I don't hate you.
You should.
I don't hate anybody anymore.
What do you mean anymore?
Well, I don't like, how I used to be so freaked out about this shit? I'm not going to let that happen anymore. I got a good pep talk and, You know, hey man, there's millions of people live streaming, and you're just fortunate, like, to have a guy like you that even paying attention to this. I should be blessed. Not look at it a different way.
A guy like me, you said?
Just you and anybody else who's actually taking the time out of their day or night to tune in to this nothingness.
Well, I mean, make it something into somethingness instead of nothingness.
Well, you know, I was trying to take him away. You know, you know, I don't want to go political with this, but it's hard to ignore what's going on in the world right now.
Well, you're going to piss off people if they don't agree. I'll tell you exactly who I am as a person. I think Trump is too liberal, in my opinion. I won't watch certain TV shows. I won't even watch certain movies because of the actors on there, because I know their political opinion. I think back in like the 30s or 40s or 50s, whenever, you know, movies and TV, when movies came out, they were instructed to never talk about politics. It just ruins it. If I was a studio head and I brought in an actor, I'm like, you never go on a show and talk about your politics, ever. Once you officially retire, say whatever you want, because you're turning off your audience. It's a business. And they get on these shows, and when I listen to these incompetent nimrods trying to articulate a political position, you know, they all have talking points. They don't have an original thought. Oh, I hate Trump, the orange man. Oh, orange man. These are actors that make, you know, upwards of, you know, the popular ones, upwards of what, $20, $30, $500 million. And they think people are going to believe them. Here's what you do for a living, actors and actresses. You pretend for a living. You do what most of us did when we were in the second grade, the third grade, the fourth grade, and the fifth grade. And then you got to an age where you said, you know what? I'm still a child, and I think I can make money off this, and I can be successful. They're dopes. They're dopes.
Listen,
and anyone that listens to an actor, I love how Taylor Swift came out against Trump. You know, she's got, 200 million probably followers on different social media platforms. It did nothing. They don't have an original voice.
Charlie, can I ask you a question about the election? I want to ask you a question. I want to ask you a question about the election.
Go ahead.
In a lot of these states, people across the board voted all Democrat except for Trump. Do you think there was some shenanigans going on with this election? Why would that happen? Where all these Democrats are being elected in these states, except for Trump getting the vote. So he gets the vote as a Republican, but everybody else voted Democrat. How'd that happen?
Hold on, I'm Googling something right now because there's an interesting thing that I read a couple months ago, because I was curious how many votes everybody from Clinton to Trump got. And hold on. And Obama, and they were so low. And hold on. And when I read the facts, I'm like, this can't be true. The election numbers, I forgot what it was. So, God, the stats are not astronomical. I'm just going to make this up, but it's basically it. If I could find it, I can't find it right now. Let's say Obama got like 40 million or, you know, whatever percentage of the vote. And let's say Trump one year got more than him. I don't know how to articulate this. Biden... Wait, what was it? Biden got more, almost not twice as more than. God, I wish I could. If I had this fact in front of me, I could say it. When I find it, I'll pop it up. He got more votes than Obama did. He got more votes than Trump did. I just don't think. I think that election was rigged, and I think maybe 10 years from now they're going to figure out that those machines were somehow altered on some level. I just don't believe that he won the election in that landslide that he got. Well, it wasn't a landslide, but so. I don't know, you know.
All right, enough.
I just think that, you know, but listen, people are, you can share with me. I'm very open to listening to people's ideas that are different than mine. I'm like, yeah, excellent. Please educate me. But here's what we're going to do. I'm not going to talk over you. I'm not going to shake my head and discuss at you. I'm not going to like look at this guy. I'm not going to look at you as a nutcase. I'm going to actually listen to you. I'm going to learn something from you. And then I'll shut my mouth and they'll ramble on for a minute or 2 or 3 minutes. And I'm like, okay, I think I heard what you're saying. But this is what I think. 10 seconds in, they're talking all over you. You can't say anything. You can't say anything.
Talking to me?
People are just stuck on the road. Huh?
Well, here's what I'm going to say, okay? Because it's getting late. It's 11:45. People have to work tomorrow. I love the fact that they stay up just to stay with the program. But I'm going to say this. I say we all go back, do some homework, come back tomorrow. Well, if Andrea's with me, then we won't bring this shit up. But I say we come back tomorrow with some hard facts that we believe in, and we sit down again, we have a family meeting, and we discuss some of this shit that we learned over, look up some things. I mean, I hear so many different things, man. I don't know what to believe anymore, and it's like, I don't believe anything. Like I said, I had a buddy of mine who swore to me up and down his life was on the line, that JFK Jr. was still alive, and he was coming back to be the next president. QAnon shit.
Listen, there are people that believe 9/11 never happened. And I've actually seen people on news shows. There are people that believe that we didn't land on the moon. And I always say to myself, you know what? If people can't believe something like that within like the last 50 years, and they want to go back thousands of years and believe that there's an actual character named Jesus Christ, the Son of God that existed, and they want us to believe that. And I heard on the radio the other day that most religions believe that there was a guy named Jesus Christ. I don't believe it. We don't have to talk about it now, but I don't think there's any explanation for our existence. There's a lot of theories. A lot of people have they can make up stuff, but there's no proof. Anyway, I got to go. Your show sucks, and I wish you nothing but the worst. Take care.
Thank you, Charlie. Oof. See, I used to get mad at him. I'm going to treat this a whole different way. So, I'm reading here, the guy that's on Buddies is trying to say you can't talk politics, but the Buddy guy isn't saying anything bad. I did see someone comment that Tan Man is heavily protected. I'm heavily protected. Right, we didn't land on the moon. They'll swear to you that we didn't land on the moon, man. I mean, what do we believe anymore? I believe you guys. I believe you guys. Let me just call Andrea real quick, see if she has time for me tomorrow. Thank you, 8 Grace. Thank you very much. Welcome to the family, baby. Hope you enjoyed the program. Well, it used to be... Let's see if I can get Andrea. I don't know. I haven't heard from her all day.
Eight Grace just subscribed on YouTube.
Hey, there it is. Welcome to the family. All right, guys.
The salt parade has now begun. Listen to the engines hum. People out to have some fun. Cobra on my left, leopard on my right. Yeah, woman in a
I don't care what T-Ray thinks. She's beautiful. She can think whatever she wants.
silk dress. Girls with beads around the necks.
Listen, 8, we're shutting it down now. It's getting late. People got to work tomorrow. But I want to thank you for joining us. And I love the family. I thought we had a good night. I didn't have any material tonight. I just wanted to come say hello to everybody because I said I would. And I feel pretty good about, if you guys want to go see this guy, Buddy East Coast, and make sure he's not, defaming us, I'd appreciate that. Other than that, I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Might be on in the afternoon.
Kiss the hunter of the green vest to his recipe
You guys want to say goodnight to each other? I'm going to have one more smoke. Go ahead.
with lions in the night. Out of sight. The lights are getting brighter. The radio is moaning, calling to the dawn.
I'll tell you, I was just thinking to myself, I love the group that we've assembled here. I really do. Like, we all know each other and everything, and, you know, it's really good. Good stuff, man. Good people. I'm really happy with this. I'm not going anywhere. It's not about the money. I enjoy it. I mean, I love the conversation with you guys, and I love seeing the names. As long as you guys are with me, I feel great. So that's that. I love you guys. Happy Father's Day. Thank you for a great day. I really had a great day today. I love you all, and we're going to do it again tomorrow, right? Good night. I love you guys.